the technique speaks for itself, and it's not about sexuality at that point.
I see.
I got blowjobs from modeling jobs, you know, like in order to get a modeling job.
From guys?
From guys, yeah.
Wow. Dino, thumbs up or thumbs down? Is that gay or not?
That's gay?
It's not gay. It's not gay. That's
It was a
business
movie.
decision.
It was business.
Wait,
Hollywood.
wow, dude.
How bad do you want this? You know, if
was it Hollywood or was it in Germany?
It was in Italy.
Oh my God!
And
Of
New
course,
York.
bro. The Italians, you go to suck
And
on my
Germany.
dick. I will
And
suck on
LA.
your dick. Can I suck
And
your dick?
Asia.
And Asia.
And
And
Berlin.
LA. Oh shit! Everywhere.
I'm kidding. No, the one guy was in Milan,
Oh, wow.
Italy, and he was like, Mario, I'm gonna give you a big magazine cover, but you let me suck your dick.
And you're like,
So I was like, what magazine cover are we talking? I was like,
yeah.
No, it was a business decision.
Do you want to? So you are. It sounds like you're not that sympathetic toward the Me Too movement, and you understand the little quid pro quo is sometimes
Dude, it's
good to go.
Listen, it's a thin line. I'm like struggling with that too, because when does sexual assault start and when does a consensual business transaction begin, right?
In Milan, apparently.
In Milan.
It's where it happens. Where?
No, but that line is thin, man, because there's a whole thing. I don't know if you heard about this, but Abercrombie & Fitch had a thing come out where the CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, the ex-CEO, hired this photographer to recruit young models to have sex parties.
Oh.
And it was consensual, but they were encouraged to perform sexual acts.
Is it a guy CEO and chick models?
No, it's all men.
All gay
In
stuff.
modeling, let me tell you one thing. In modeling, the most sexual harassment assault that happens is towards men.
Of course, yeah.
No, I mean, it's
okay.
I've heard crazy stories, bro, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is really. I mean, you've maybe experienced some because you.
I have
like,
experienced some,
right?
yes.
So
I've experienced some.
It's
Why not me?
It's run
Why
by
haven't I
gay men.
experienced
Well,
it?
you know, he's-
If you haven't experienced sexual harassment from guys, it means you're not hot enough. I'm sorry.
It's
we just
true.
gotta
Yeah,
face the
sometimes
fact.
That's right, dude. Now, again, you've been sexually harassed too.
Oh, I've been fucking sexually assaulted in not many a
The
gay
restaurant,
bar, but
dude.
in at least.
Oh, in a gay
Well,
bar.
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Congrats, man. I
Thank
mean,
you.
You're
Thank
quality.
I have no sympathy toward men who get sexually harassed
Dude.
or have put sexual pressure into their career. You, as a guy, if you could reasonably have a chance at defending yourself in a fight, there is no sexual harassment.
I don't know, man. Because like.
You're a big guy, dude. I have no sympathy.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing, dude. When you're in that situation, which I've been in, where they come, like people would literally like, I was doing an underwear photo shoot. You're in a very vulnerable, like sexualized position. You're 19 years old. You're insecure. You're a young model going to a different country. You know what I mean? I come from a small town in
wild.
Germany.
Especially Italy, where they're all fucking animals.
Exactly,
Okay.
right?
He's Italian. He's Italian.
No, but even New York, dude. New York happened to me where like one dude would just like literally pull my. He was like, "Can I adjust your underwear?" Real
Yeah.
quick?"
Oh, shit.
And he'd come up to you and I'd be like, "Sure, adjust my underwear." Dude, I was new. It was my first time in America. And he would like pull my underwear down, would grab my dick, would lengthen it, right? Would like
my
kind of
God.
pull on it, lengthen it, push it down again, close my underwear.
Sounds like he did you a fucking solid.
Dude, it was like he lengthened it. I was like, cheers, bro. But dude, in that moment, I didn't say anything. I was just shocked, you know. And sometimes it's hard.
How big's your cock, Mario?
Listen, it's solid. It's 2 to 8 inches. Not
Is it average?
It's a solid. Like it's a not a. I'm a grower though, right?
Me too, yeah.
At modeling shoots, it's fluffers on strike. I just
I know, yeah. Danny,
so
we
on
just did a
brand.
video.
Should have used Leo's mouth
so
instead of that guy's
on brand.
fingertips.
Exactly.
You got like an average cock.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm an average guy.
Yeah.
He's got a small one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. It's above average. Above average. It's proportional is what I say. I told him on the
No,
pod. We talked about my dick on the pod. It's a good pod. Go check out Mario's pod, dude.
Dude, the first thing I was like, "Hey, Leo, welcome to Pockets. How much are you packing right now?"
I'm like,
Currently?
Not much.
Proportional.
No, but
Almost seven.
I want to say this. Like, as man, it's sometimes, it's fucked up when you're grown men. I would agree with your statement, right? When you're like, in your mid-20s or something. But when you're very young and you're being pressured and they're telling you, hey, we're going to book you for this job, and you don't know what you can and can't do. And I was in that situation. It's difficult, man,
Yeah, but being a fucking underwear model is like, who needs them? It's a privilege. It's like, it's
Who needs them?
yeah, it's like
We sell underwear, motherfucker.
it's I was thinking about an example of this today where fuck. I had a perfect analogy for why I do not sympathize with a 19-year-old Mario getting his fucking cock grabbed. It's like it's like fucking Jeff Bezos gets divorced, loses half his money. Boo-hoo, we still got fucking $58 billion more
seriously.
dollars.
Well, but the difference is that I was broke, you know what I mean? And the reason why I was in those situations is because photographers would be like, yo, Mario, if you do this, you can maybe, you get this magazine cover, you get this job, so you get like pressured into it. And it's just hard to, and I never said yes. It's like, where does consent end? I was like, no, I'm not comfortable with this. And then they were like, literally, they told me as they were pulling my pants down, they'd be like, Mario, this is the fashion industry. You have to be more open-minded if you want to succeed in this industry.
Oh my
so
God.
they gaslit me, saying that I'm from a small town, that it's my fault, right? They blamed me for not wanting to consent to whatever they said.
Yeah.
And even after I said, I'm not comfortable with this, like I didn't punch him in the face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you need that level of reaction. And people say, if it's not a clear yes,
Right.
it's a no.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
Right.
What if they say that the way to get rid of a bully is to walk over him and punch him right in the nose? I'm reading Elon Musk's book right now, and that's what he says. Like, that was his policy for dealing with. You should have, the first guy who adjusted your cock in your underwear, you should have bent him over and fucked him so hard in the ass.
Oh my God, dude.
That your reputation spread through the fashion industry. They're like, don't fuck with that guy.
Then everybody would do it.
Well,
they would all do
They
it.
would all love that.
But I mean, I'm talking like you leave the guy bruised. You fucking what's it called when your asshole falls out? Anal fucking prolapse. If you prolapse to their anus,
my God.
if you prolapse to dude's anus, Dino, cover up your chub, Dino. He's bulging over there.
Dude.
Then you would have been good.
He loves his job right now.
Dude, so it seems modeling would probably be the perfect gig for like a gay man. Then, huh? It's in a way, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're into that band, but like I think
it's still being pressured to do something you might.
And it's not like hot gay guys hit on you. You know what I mean?
It's creepy.
It's exactly.
fat,
It's like it's the equivalent of like a really unattractive woman hitting on you who's like 20 years old.
It's probably different because if you're straight, that's still infinitely better than an old fat gay man.
Yeah.
Like Leo and I, after a couple of drinks, would get blown by basically any girl.
Yeah.
But guy, it's a different story.
I don't know, dude, because like I've seen some kind of gross looking women too, I feel like gay men take care of themselves, so I think they age pretty well, generally.
Yeah, but maybe it's because
Fashion
you're
gays
European
too.
and you grew up, instead of on the baseball diamond, you grew up in the techno club. I think you're a little bit more open-minded to this.
No, 100%. Dude, I'm telling you this, it's so weird, like growing up in Europe, like it's not even... Like, it's so funny when we had the podcast, we talked about this. And we're like, oh, this guy, my best friend, had this story where basically he was trying to have a threesome with this girl, him and his buddy. And then the girl, like, they were so aroused, they both were hard and about to have sex with her. And then she was like, I can't do this, and walked out. And then they were both in the room with their hard cocks. And they were like, bro, I mean, what are we going to do about this now? And then they just, they kind of joked each other off. So that's something that would be gay. And then I told him
at least they had restraint.
They had restraint?
Just a hand job.
It's just...
What are we going to do?
In Europe, though, like, that's the thing. Ronaldo, there was, like, there's been, like, stories of him hooking up with, like, trans chicks for a long time, and nobody even gives a fuck, dude.
Why? I mean, why would they?
Why would
honestly,
they?
fuck it. Honestly, we don't. Europeans, it's true. Like, I don't want to generalize because there's European countries like Hungary where they're going to hang you if you're gay.
Yeah.
But generally... we're a bunch of straight dudes who just look super gay and act super gay, but we're not even necessarily gay.
Exactly.
I love that.
It's like Dino, dude. He looks and acts super gay.
He acts gay, dude.
Are you European, Dino?
Homophobia is pretty gay, though, dude. But if you are homophobic, if you're afraid of it, man, like, you're probably
Why
gay.
would you be, if anybody who's comfortable in their sexuality would not be offended about anything gay? Why the fuck would you,
Exactly.
It's so funny. I had this guy in Miami did a show, and I had some jokes about going to a gay gym like Crunch Gym in West Hollywood. I make some jokes about that, how I love going to gay clubs because, I get so many compliments, people want to spot me. And then this dude was yelling out in the crowd. He was like, no gay, none of that gay shit, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That was like, like
black man,
stuff,
probably?
Black man, yes. And again, I want to generalize.
Danny, what would you say, dude? How do you handle that heckle? But how did you handle that heckle? Because that might happen to us one day.
Whenever this happens, I hit on him. Because that's the funny shit ever. It's the funny shit to hit on the most masculine alpha straight dude.
That's so
I looked at him and I was like, you don't like that tank top? It's good for pec bounce. I started bouncing my titties for him and stuff like that. And then, the crowd was obviously, they loved that.
They love that.
But then it was kind of crazy. He wouldn't stop and shit. Like, it was
that's
wild.
fucking whack.
But it's like,
dude.
he wants to get fucked by a dude so bad.
Exactly.
By a German 6'3" alpha man like myself.
Yeah.
To heckle that way. Like, why would you be,
Dude, it's enough of that gay shit. That's hilarious. That's really funny, though, dude. That's fucking...
Leo, heckle Mario a little bit as the black guy.
Hey, man, none of that gay shit, motherfucker. Nah, that's really, dude. I could see that happening. I don't know that it would happen at the Ha-Ha, but I'm sure there's a show.
Oh, Miami would happen. Florida,
Miami, there we go.
This will happen, yeah.
Florida, that would happen.
Florida, yeah.
I want to hear more about this because this is so fascinating that you've been I'm just going to use the word Me Too.
Yeah, he's been
You've been or sexually assaulted, harassed.
He could Me Too someone.
You could.
I earned the right to now.
Yeah.
Take the power back.
You're a part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, I've thought about becoming a photographer now, taking advantage of young models to kind of
pass it on to the next generation.
Complete the circle.
I got to hear about this,
of
though.
Life, the circle.
The circle. This is so rare to me that I want to hear more about it because all you hear is the stories from women. Sure. And as men, I feel like, because a lot of the stories that you hear from women, they had been exaggerated. And as a guy, you sort of understand the male plight. So you're biased. You're like, she's probably lying. Like, she's full of shit. That didn't happen. Because we understand how hard it is to go out and have to be the guys that seduce the women. We're the ones who have to make the approach, and we have to escalate the sexual situation. True. So we're always biased when we hear chicks Me Too stories, unless they're egregious, unless they're like unambiguously rape and assault, like
100%,
like Ron Jeremy or Harvey Weinstein. But you as a guy, and you're not using any names here, it doesn't sound like you have anything to gain from sharing these stories.
No,
and that's why it's so fascinating to me.
No, I like sharing the stories.
I love the openness, dude. That's awesome.
No, dude, I want to share this stuff because I'm actually writing I had a huge mushroom experience, like heroic 6 grams, where I also realized that it's almost like we can get into that. It was kind of crazy, but I realized that the reason why I shared this, I made a full YouTube video talking about a sexual assault. Like I was raped by a dude. Like I was unconscious, I was drugged, and I was raped by a dude.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Dino, was it you?
It was him.
He's like...
So tell us about this. This is fucking wild.
This is crazy, bro.
First of all, I want to preface, the reason why I'm sharing this stuff is not to... Because I'm not gaining anything from it. I'm not suing the guy. I'm not gaining... sure, views on... But I'm not monetizing it in any way. But I'm sharing it because I think it's important for men to speak up about that stuff, because the narrative is that men cannot share their emotions, in America especially. If men feel like they cannot speak up about something that bothered them, So I think it's just important because I know so many fucking young models that will never speak up about shit that happened to them because they think it makes them gay or whatever. There's a bit by Dave Chappelle which is so funny. He was like, 6 men in Texas came forward because they've been raped by a dude. And when when six guys in Texas speak up about this openly, there must be thousands. Because that's a tough phone call for us to make.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great bit he had. And it's so true. That's why I want to talk about this. Yeah.
Wow.
Up until that point.
How many chicks had you fucked up till then?
Not as many.
How many chicks have you had sex with to this day?
Maybe 8.
Wow. Some people would say, some people being Leo, that you're not maximizing your gift.
No.
Until you get to 100. That's so stupid.
Listen, I know that. And that's the thing.
I respect that. I respect that he doesn't bang around so much.
No, I don't. I don't. And the girls I have had sex with, they were
top of the line.
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
You got to fuck a fat girl to get that out of your system too.
Maybe. So listen, I also don't drink or party that much.
Right,
I'm pretty fucking, I'm a little bit of a nerd, right?
You're German.
I'd focus on work a lot, and I don't just fucking get drunk and stuff like that, which there's a high correlation between getting drunk and getting laid.
100%.
Absolutely, 100%.
So,
we talk about that all the time.
No, 100% that is the case.
Dude, I've been dealing with this sort of recently that I drink maybe once every 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And trying to have casual sex, because sometimes the animal takes over.
Yeah.
And you got your dick in one hand and you're texting a girl like, you need to come over. And then she gets there, and then you have awkward, sober sex, and you don't really know what to do afterwards.
It's tough, dude.
Because it's one thing when you're in Vegas and after you come, there's like 5 minutes of small talk, and then she goes back to her hotel room, and you never see that girl again. Or you like, last night was fun, and that's the end of it. When you're sober and you have to deal with the wreckage of this random girl you just talked into the sack, it's not nearly as much fun as when you're at a frat party and you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
And then you just fuck a girl in the closet, and then
you don't even parties. I want to do a keg stand so bad. All my knowledge about America is based on American Pie. So I want that experience, dude. But I'm German. We don't have shit like that.
We're gonna make
we don't have prom.
Whenever we have a party, we'll have a keg stand.
I want to go to I have a bucket list, and for real, going to a college party.
How old are you?
Doing it 29.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. You can still go to a college party, dude.
You probably could. At UCLA, you could probably just rush a frat.
Dude, yeah.
One of the frat with a bunch of fucking Poindexter nerds. They're like, we need this guy's hot. We need
get this guy in here.
He'll bring chicks over.